Hello everyone, I'm sorry, just give me one moment, I am adjusting my headphones. Welcome to data log number 8, I believe. I might be wrong about that. Sorry about the lie, it's like the only one that I've got. Okay, just finishing setting up. Gonna plug this in, because apparently I did not have the charging piece in the right port. Hi, welcome. I know it's been a really long time since I've recorded anything, and it's because I started a new job. I didn't put that in the previous video, but I started a new job at Cargill, so, yeah, I usually work 8 hours a day, and, it's very exhausting, especially along statistics, which I am failing. I think I have a 63 in that class. But as I'll get into in a bit, I kind of got an advantage today, although I haven't done a whole heckin' lot. Um, so what has happened since last time? In case you could see the difference, with a camera like this, especially with how low quality it is, it doesn't capture like the definitive features of my face. But I have been on spironolactone and estradiol, 2 milligram or 50 milligrams and 2 milligrams respectively, and it's really made a lot of effects and differences. It's changed a lot. And this cannot be assigned to the estrogen or anything like that, because it's been entirely work related. But I've just been very more like linguistic. In order to pass the time at work, because trust me, I spend a lot of goddamn time there doing the same process over and over again. I'm in hell. This is my own hell. But my phone vibrated. Why did it vibrate? But I spend a shit ton of time talking to myself. I've relived my life maybe 4 times already, because just 8 hours of doing the same thing for on and on and on is very bad for my mental health. I started cutting again. I don't think they're visible anymore. Not with this quality of camera. Oh, yep, there you go. Which apparently I heal really quick when exposed to chlorine, because this was less than 4 days ago, and most of them have completely healed over. They've also got this weird, like, dead skin look at the edges, which is definitely from the chlorine ripping up the collagen bonds and fucking up the development on the tissue. But I don't mind. I mean, at least scar tissue is a nice reminder of shit I've been through. So, um, I obviously released a paper. I've lost access to Adobe, which I definitely need to figure out, because I don't need Adobe to keep charging me, but I also apparently can't get my verification email on my school account, because my school account is like just blocking out the Adobe verifications. Um, Whenever I get access to that, I'm gonna create statistics imprisoning me. Probably. I might not ever get to it because it takes so much editorial work and I'm terrible with technology. Um, got breasts now. Can't show that because I'm pretty certain if I actually do show that, it'll be very visible, and then somehow that's a violation where before it wasn't. I think humans are just jelly, but I look good. I do look very good. In my humble opinion, I look very feminine, which is very nice. Still can't understand how that's possible. I'm, very logistical and psychological. I focus a lot on psychology. Obviously, I'm a psych student. So there's a part of me that's constantly trying to explore why this makes me happy, and not how, what I can, just any other aspect. I intellectualize all my emotions because it's the only way that I can really figure them out. I don't get human emotions. They don't make sense to me. Um, Saturday. Can't give times. Sometime during this week, I may or may not have consumed marijuana. I don't think that counts as a court admission. You don't know what kind. Could have been CBD, very high concentration of CBD. And I lost like 2 days. I started near the end of one day and then woke up at one point and the next day calculated it, found that I slept for 19 hours, was still very high, and then woke up this day, which actually it's going to be pretty obvious, but I'm not saying it outright because that's a mission, which is a feloniable crime. Woke up this day still highly affected by it because my brain is not doing tracing. So where normally I would walk from one room to the next and get like a mental map of what that room looks like, I'm not getting those. I'm just kind of flubbergasting my way through a room and then waking up in another room. Time is going much, much slower here in how I'm doing it now. But I mean, that's the only advantage. I woke up on the one of the days and threw up. I think I threw up twice, and it was really bad too, because it's just a reminder, and maybe that's why I took the drug, was to remind myself why I don't do drugs, which is alternative states of consciousness are not good enough for me. I don't need subconsciousness that much. I need hyperconsciousness. So, like, enlightenment. A lot of the time I say that since existence is painful for me, I seek absolution, which is to not feel anything, which is what gets people addicted to opium. But when I don't feel anything and I lose hours of time, I actually feel more displeasure. The only joy there is just temporarily not existing. What I seem to need inherently is hyper-awareness. So I need to be hyper-cognizant, not hypo-cognizant. Which is okay, I guess. I mean, I had a lot of dreams. That happens whenever you sleep for 19 hours. And maybe it's just wishful thinking, but I'd like to think my breast tissue developed a lot over that time. Sorry, I'm picking at ingrown hairs. This job's giving me ingrown hairs and I hate it. Because I can't shave and now I have leg hair and it looks all gross and mannish. I need to tell someone somewhere. Because no one else is going to listen to me. So if I throw it out into the void, that I don't want to stop existing insofar that I wish I was hyper. I can't stand being human. I can't get it. I don't get it. But being a spirit, I get. That shit's a lot easier. You don't have to deal with all the weird questions, and you can go places, and you don't rely on the same kind of energy that a organic does. But, yeah, I mean, I had lots of dreams. That was my point I think I was getting to, was that I got lots of dreams because I slept the whole time, and I only dreamt of my ex a number of times. So I could see why people get addicted to it. It's very easy to take, so I don't have to think about her and feel those feelings all the time. Because I've definitely, I really went down the shitter with mental health while I started working at Cargill, because I just have to listen to my brain tell me I'm a piece of shit and I abused my ex-fiance over and over again. Because I am my own worst tormentor. But, I think the clothes are done. Give me just a moment. Alright, hello beautifuls. I completely forgot to return to recording, so it's been about maybe an hour, 2 hours since then. I can't remember what I was talking about before. I have my shirt on backwards. Don't look at me, I'm changing. I have started having the... Oh my god. Boom! There we go, fixed it. I've started having the unconscious fear whenever I'm in public. Specifically, recently, I went to the swimming pool in local town. Well, I guess I could say it, Dodge City. I don't live there, so I can't really be doxxed. I mean, if you really wanted to find where I live, you could definitely find it. Sorry, I'm pacing. It's just how I get my brain to work faster. I was over there, and it's very uncomfortable to swim because I could either swim with a shirt on, which adds a ton of drag and also looks very odd, or go around topless. Which, being that the body hasn't developed all the way through yet, and probably won't for like another year or so, is like kind of uncomfortable. Because at a distance, I do look like a female, but up close, it's like, that's a human with awfully engorged breasts. I don't know, it's just uncomfortable. It took a lot out of me to go there. And I still have fun, because after a certain point, there's the self-awareness of, well, either they start talking shit, and I have to deal with that, or they're too afraid to talk shit. And most people are scared of confrontation. And I haven't hit that curved line where I've hit the curved line where females can recognize that it's breast tissue. They can tell it's breast tissue. You can very much tell a difference. Probably if you knew what breasts look like during their early development. But males don't, so I don't have to deal with the other half of the human sex who are notoriously more transphobic and just aggressive towards LGBT people. I don't have to deal with them being violent towards me. Mind you, I'm not saying all human males. That would be fucking stupid. In fact, it's not a lot of them. It's just the really stupid ones who've come from, like, poor education. That's statistically true, by the way. The only smart ones tend to be ones in power who benefit off of the stupidity. But, yeah, it takes a lot for me to, like, go outside without a shirt on, because now, as I was trying to go with my original point, my brain tells me to cover up my chest. I just have, like, a natural inclination towards covering my chest, and I find that really funny, because I've never really had that in my life, but now my brain's like, chest is exposed, cover it, cover it, cover it. And it's so weird. Oh man, it's already 4 o'clock. I'm slapping my thighs, sorry. Stimming. I'm still inebriated, if you can't tell, but it's not that bad. I hope by tomorrow morning it's completely gone, because my job requires high motor control. And I'd say since I took it on Saturday, it shouldn't last into Tuesday, especially with how my mental functions are improving. I mean, if I do like a body scan, though, it kind of sends my body back into full freak out mode. That's certification A. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Just life advice, I guess, or life updates, I guess. It's nice having breast tissue, and it's nice looking like a woman because it makes me feel good. And I bought a trans pin a while back, just a little while back. And I'll admit, the original reason was to piss off someone that I saw and I knew, because I know that they talk a lot and they don't have a great ability at keeping things inside them. So I wore it out where they could see it, because they would pass it on to someone I hate. But then I realized that my friends started calling me she, and it made me feel good. Just, it's funny when there's signs there for years and you just don't realize it. Like, I used to ask my ex-fiance if she'd be okay if I were just a woman one day. I think there was a small part of me looking for validation. And, you know, you can't be aware of something until it's awareness comes to you. Because otherwise it's just proto-thought. And proto-thought doesn't really turn into anything but thought. So there's no way in my time to know that I was something that I didn't know I was. Especially because I was trying to force myself to keep a beard and be all manly and stuff that I don't want. And I know I was told I was safe to explore other ways, but being emotionally hurt over and over again over the course of years doesn't teach you that. So regardless how much you trust somebody, it's kind of sabotaged from the beginning because of your relationship with them in the past. But, there's another point. I went on a ramble there. I'm sorry. I've maintained almost no eye contact. I think you could see these better now. Here. Yeah, I got barcodes. Someone owns me now. Ain't that crazy? I'm filing for slavery freedom. Abolition, I think, is the term. Abolition also might be the changing of the voting system. I can't remember. Not a very good U.S. citizen. I don't remember our history all that well. But, sometimes I think that I really did try to kill myself after that relationship, and I just can't remember it. Because I've had some really suicidal weeks recently, and just the knowledge and knowing that I'm incapable of committing suicide makes it all the worse. Just knowing that no matter how hard I struggle and fight against it, I can't win. I can't even be free when people around me are free all the time to just choose to not exist. But you know, fighting for something that I hope will turn out to be good for me, which is still one of the most beautiful motherfuckers out there. And Eddie Hater says otherwise, you're fucking ugly. Oh, thank you all for just sticking around. Sorry the video is very disjointed. I'm floating in between seas of consciousness in a realm of nightmares that you couldn't begin to comprehend, and just making out the verbal pronunciations is a task of its own. So I love you all. Please stay safe. Don't be like me. Don't sleep 19 hours in a row. Don't cut yourself. And if you do, look stylish while you're doing it. That's terrible advice. Don't cut yourself. The National Suicide Hotline's number is 988, and if you are thinking of hurting yourself or ending your own life, please remember there's people who care for you. I care for you, stranger on the internet. I care about you. So, yeah.